Welcome to our tutorial about the Lengthen tool. This command lengthens or extends entities. Let's begin by activating the Line tool, and I'm going to create a couple lines. Press Escape to close the tool, and press the spacebar to restart the command. Let's create a second line now. Right-click and Enter to close the tool. Let's activate the Lengthen command now. It's located on the Home tab, Modify panel. At this point, I can select an object to lengthen, or I can choose from the number of options that you see in the command bar down below: delta, percent, total, and dynamic. Let's select my first line. We see the length of our line 13.5598 units. Let's select the second line, which we see is 15.3175 units. Now we know the length of our lines. Let's right-click and select Delta. What this option does is extend or subtract the entity's length by a specified number of units. We can enter a delta length or a delta angle. Let's enter a numeric value of 5 and press Enter. I'm going to select the line on this side, then I'll select the same line on the other side. And our line has extended by 5 units. Let's do the same for this line. Right-click and Enter to close the tool. Activate the Lengthen command again. I'm going to right-click and select Delta again. This time I'll type in a value of -5. Press Enter to accept. Select the lines again. And once again, you see 5 units subtracted from the end that I selected. Let's right-click and Enter to close the tool. Okay, let's activate the Lengthen command again. Right-click and scroll to percent. This increases or decreases the length of the line by a specified percentage. Let's say I want my line to be 50% longer. What I do is type in 150% and press Enter. Now select the object to lengthen. Once again, depending upon which side of the object I selected, the line increases by 50%. Right-click and Enter to close the tool. Let's activate it again. Let's take a look at the next option, Total. Right-click and scroll down to Total. Let's enter a value of 10 units. Press Enter to accept. And I'll select this line and this line. Now each of my lines is 10 units long. Let's right-click and Enter to close the tool. I'm going to create a couple arcs now. And let's activate the Lengthen command again. Now when I select a line, I see its length at 10 units. Same here. Let's select the arc. I see its current length and its angle, 9.59, included angle 75 degrees. Let's select this arc. Current length, 12.7444 at 75 degrees. Let's right-click and select Dynamic. Now we're prompted to select an object. I'm going to select this line. Watch what happens now. Notice the rubber band effect from the cursor, as well as the fact that the line shortens or lengthens. I can snap to this point on the arc, which is shown to me by the rubber band effect, and now the line extends until it reaches a point normal to this point. Let's select the line again. Let's snap to this corner. Or let's select the arc and snap it to this corner. Let's right-click and Enter. Activate the command again. Let's check out how the delta and percent subtools work with arcs. Right-click, scroll to Delta. We've got the option to specify the delta length or angle. Let's try the length option first. Type in 3 and press Enter. Now select the arc. And as you see, the arc extends. Right-click and enter to close the tool. Let's see how the angle option works. Activate the Lengthen command again. Right-click, scroll to Delta. Now right-click and scroll to Angle. Let's enter a value of -10 degrees. Press Enter. And let's select this end. As you see, the angle of the arc becomes 10 degrees smaller, and the angle is subtracted from the end of the arc that I selected. Let's right-click and enter to close the tool. This concludes our tutorial about the Lengthen command.